Everybody, welcome to Stream channel. I'm very happy to inform you that our channel is now streaming educational videos also in addition to the religious content. This has been especially designed for the students community to learn physics easily. You need not sit and mug up physics as you were doing till now. All the derivations will be explained in my slides step by step. I assure you children. You can also share your doubts and clarifications in the comment box, and you can even mail me and contact me. And NEET classes are also available in physics for right from class 11th. You can contact me where I have given the mail ID in the description box. Thank you. And now we'll move on to the first unit, like nature of physical world and measurement. In today's class, we'll discuss about science introduction. From where did we get the word science and what is the meaning of science? Then steps involved in scientific methods. There we'll be seeing about why do we require certain steps or procedures to follow in the scientific methods. Then we'll move on to the physics intro. From where did we derive the word physics and what is its meaning? And we'll be learning about two new terms for you, that is unification and reductionism, that teaches you the two approaches that has been undertaken to learn physics. And we'll end up the today's session with branches of physics. Science intro. What do you mean by science? Science means to know. And from where did we get the word? It is derived from the Latin word scientia. It means knowing the truth. What is a scientific method? It is a step-by-step method that we undertake or that we follow to study the natural phenomena, like what is the reason for the happening and how does it happen, and also to establish the laws that govern the phenomenon. There are few steps that we follow in a scientific method, and in other words, we can even say that there are some general features in a scientific method. They are systematic observation, controlled experimentation, qualitative and quantitative reasoning, mathematical modeling, prediction and verification, and falsification of theories. So these are all the general features involved in the scientific method. Now I'll tell you an example so that you will understand why do we need such features in a scientific method. You just consider a simple process like a metal rod is being heated. When the process happens, the following question arises in our mind. First one, what happens within the rod? And how does the heat reach the other end? Is this effect true for all materials? And is it possible to visualize the heat energy? And in order to find the answer to these questions, scientific investigations are needed. Physics intro. Physics is derived from Greek word physis, meaning nature. So physics has mainly dealt and it is dealing with the study of nature and natural phenomenon, and maybe because of that, physics is treated as the most basic of all sciences. Approaches in studying physics. There are two approaches in studying physics. The first one is unification and the second one is reductionism. First we'll see about unification. What is unification? Unification is the process of attempting to explain diverse physical phenomena with a few concepts and laws. See, for instance, we'll consider some three physical phenomena like motion of freely falling bodies, motion of planets around the sun, and motion of moon around the earth. So all these are different physical phenomena, and these are unified under the one heading of Newton's law of gravitation. So thus unifying the fundamental forces of nature. This attempt to explain the diverse physical phenomenon under one concept, we call them as unification. And the next one we'll see about reductionism. What is reductionism? Reductionism is an attempt to explain macroscopic system in terms of its microscopic constituents. Say, I'll tell an example for that also. Say you just consider thermodynamics, and thermodynamics was mainly developed to explain the macroscopic properties like temperature and entropy of a bulk system. But what has happened now? It has been interrupted in terms of molecular constituents that you learn about the bulk system in kinetic energy and statistical mechanics in the further chapters. So this process to attempt to explain the macroscopic system in terms of its microscopic molecular constituents, we call that as reductionism. So these are the two approaches in learning physics. The first one is unification and the second one is reductionism. And then coming to the final topic of today's session, branches of physics. Initially, physics can be split up into two branches. One is classical physics and the other one is modern physics. See, classical physics, it refers to the traditional physics that was developed before the beginning of the 20th century. And under classical physics comes mechanics, and the mechanics, it mainly deals with study of forces acting on bodies, whether it is at rest or in motion. And the mechanics is further divided into statics and dynamics. And again, dynamics has got the branches as kinematics and kinetics. And the second branch of classical physics is thermodynamics and kinetic theory of gases. This mainly deals with the relationship between heat and other forms of energy. And the third one is optics, that deals with light, and electricity and magnetism, that deals with the movement and conduction of charges, and then acoustics, which deals with the production and propagation of sound waves, and astrophysics, that deals with the study of astronomical bodies, and relativity, which deals with the relationship between space, time and energy, particularly with respect to objects moving in different ways. So these are all the branches of classical physics. And then coming to the modern physics. And the modern physics, that refers to the concept that have come into existence since the beginning of the 20th century. And it has got the branches as quantum physics, which deals with the discrete nature phenomena at the atomic and the subatomic levels. And the quantum physics is further divided into non-relativistic and relativistic. And then is the atomic physics, that deals with the structure and properties of atoms, and nuclear physics, that deals with the structure, properties, reaction of nuclei of an atom. And next is molecular physics, which deals with the molecules. And next one, high energy physics and condensed matter physics. And this condensed matter physics, they deal with the condensed materials like solids and liquids and those intermediate between them, and also dense gases. And it has got some various subdivisions, like they are under the developing field like nanoscience and photonics. And moreover, this condensed physics, they also cover the basics of material science, which plays a vital role in developing new material with better properties for promising applications. And if you consider the high energy physics, it deals with the study of nature of the particles. And one thing regarding quantum physics, I would like to tell you one thing. It's a broader approach, and the classical results can be reproduced in quantum mechanics also. That's all. We have a short recap on today's session. We started our chapter with science intro. So what is science? Science means knowing the truth, and it is derived from the Greek word scientia. And then steps involved in scientific methods. We have discussed some few steps like what? Systematic observation, controlled experimentation, qualitative and quantitative reasoning, mathematical modeling, prediction and verification, or falsification of theories. And we have also discussed an example as to why we need such methods in the scientific investigations. Then after that, we have discussed about the physics intro. Physics is derived from the Greek word physis, meaning nature. So it mainly deals with the study of nature and the natural phenomenon, and maybe because of that it is considered as the most basic of all sciences. And a very important topic that you could expect in your definitions is unification and reductionism. So this unification and reductionism, it comes under the concept of two major approaches undertaken in learning physics. So unification is nothing but it is it is an attempt that is made to explain diverse physical phenomena with a few concepts and laws. And reductionism, it is an attempt to explain the macroscopic system in terms of its microscopic constituents. And then the branches in physics, there are two branches, classical and modern physics. And hope you have enjoyed my class, and for any queries and suggestions you can post in our comment section, and I have given our mail ID also. You can even mail to us for the important questions or any questions that you have got related to 11th, 10th, 11th and 12th physics. And thank you for watching our channel, and please subscribe, share and like, and stay connected. And in tomorrow's class we'll deal with scope and excitement of physics and physics in relation to technology and society. Thank you. Have a nice day.